Okay, so we are back after that crash. Let's jump into it again. So I think I've gone almost everywhere. I can only think of two things
This is
left
the
to do. So I'm gonna go do them.
All of his co-workers were gone. What could it mean? Stanley decided to go to the meeting room. Perhaps he had simply missed a memo. When Stanley came to a set of two open doors, he entered the door on his left. Yet there was not a single person here either. Feeling a wave of disbelief, Stanley decided to go up to his boss's office, hoping he might find an answer there.
Well, looks like everything's completely reset, all of my progress, so, that's too bad.
Stanley stepped into the broom closet, but there was nothing here,
Yeah.
so he turned around and got back up. Coming to a staircase, Stanley walked upstairs to his boss's office.
Well, that's too bad. There's no save function in this game, so that's kind of weird that I just sort of lost my progress. Okay.
Stepping in...
What? I heard a noise. Okay. He just stopped talking. Can I get back in? Okay. Uh. Uh. Did I break the game? Sometimes I can't tell if I'm breaking the game or if it's actually intended. I have a feeling I broke the game, though. If I go all the way back and there's nothing to do, I will know. I think I broke it. Oh. Oh. Oh, it was intended. Oh, this tricky game. I was this close. You can't see it, but I'm holding my fingers up right now with a little gap between two of them. This close to resetting. You are now leaving. Nice smoke. Somewhere new. Escape pod bay. Okay. Is this all because I walked outside the door when it closed? And why is the narrator not talking? Man, he's been nothing but a thorn in my side this whole game. And now that he's gone, I'm a little bit concerned. It's awfully dark in here. Wish I had a flashlight. How far does this go? I keep expecting something to happen as I go through this repetitive area. A little bit creepy, actually. completely repetitive area. This room is it the same every time? 437, 430. I could be in a loop. Well, I see lots of areas down there, like I went... Oh. Nope, this is new. Though that room's exactly the same. So that's weird. Escape. What if I find I'm gonna get horribly murdered? It's too dark. Walk backwards. Oh, now I see something. Oh boy. I have a bad feeling about this. Whoa. Oh, I'm not moving. Something's happening. I've lost control. What? What? What happened?
Even now, Stanley's office was a distant memory. What did it look like? There was a computer, perhaps, and a painting. Was it a painting or a photo? He could no longer recall. No matter how hard Stanley looked, he couldn't find a trace of his co-workers. Stanley went around touching every little thing in the office, but it didn't make a single difference, nor did it advance the story in any way.
Now I don't know if something else is gonna happen because I did that.
When Stanley came to a set of 2 open doors, he entered the door on his left.
Oh, this game does weird things.
Yet there was not a single person here either.
What was
Feeling
that?
a wave of disbelief, Stanley decided to go up to his boss's office. Coming to a staircase, Stanley walked upstairs to his boss's office.
Oh. This was locked every other time. Oh, this changed. So I did do some things are different. To be rich, is it a crime? To commit crimes, isn't it rich? What a life it would be to have to pick just one. Extreme bathrooms. Oh, of course. No reflection. Now, is that because it's too taxing on the game to actually reflect the room? Or is it because they don't want me to see myself? Though I have seen myself in a couple times in cutscenes. Usually, I only see my dead body, though. Though I did see myself as a lifeless zombie once. Oh! Oh, it's so different. Oh, the panda. That poor panda. Oh no. Indoors monthly. Time? Graphs. Oh, that panda. Business strategy. What kind of strategy is that? It's a panda killing strategy. Ooh. Oh. Those are some low res books. Does that do anything? No? Okay. Let's see where it takes me. Of course. You gotta have elevator music. Everybody loves elevator music. Is that the narrator singing? This is a long elevator. Uh-oh. I'm sorry. Was that there before? Did that take me nowhere? the same. Is it because I pushed the button? Or does it just actually not go anywhere? It said down this time and not up. So there's that. Well, that's creepy. He's calling my name. I don't think this is actually going anywhere. The game's trolling me again. Let me guess, I'm gonna be back in the office. Yep. It was all a trick. A trick! Why? What was the point?
Stepping into his manager's office, Stanley was once again stunned to discover not an indication of any human life.
What's the code again?
What could it mean? Stanley wondered aloud to nobody. He began wildly tearing through papers on the boss's desk, pulling books off the shelf, looking behind paintings, desperate for clues to his situation. But his attention was caught by a keypad behind the boss's desk. What could its purpose be?
I don't remember the code.
In fact, this keypad guarded the terrible secret that lay buried below his feet. And so the boss had... Stanley was in such a rush to get through the story as quickly as possible, he didn't even have a single minute to just let the narrator talk. That kind of anxiety isn't healthy, so he relaxed for a few moments with some calming New Age music.
Narrator. Narrator? How did... He said it weird. I don't remember how he said it.
Feeling soothed and rejuvenated, Stanley calmly walked forward into the opened passageway.
Okay. Is there anything in this corner now? That corner's so weird. What is it? Why is it there? So anyways, the only things I see left to do is through this way. Which is, of course, actually do what the narrator wants. Which I haven't completely done yet. For some reason, clicking on a machine activated it, but turning it off did something. Machines don't work that way.
Descending deeper into the building, Stanley realized he felt a bit peculiar. It was a stirring of emotion.
On turns it on, off turns it off. There's not three
himself,
states.
To question the nature of his job. Why did he feel this now, when for years it had never occurred to him?
Shut up.
This question would not go unanswered for long. Stanley walked straight ahead through the large door that read Mind Control Facility.
So, I could do everything he wants, or I can go to escape. I'm going to go to escape. I'm going to do what he wants.
Although this passage
Very
had
last.
the word escape written on it, the truth was that at the end of this hall, Stanley would meet his violent death.
Oh, you're so evil.
The door behind him was not shut. Stanley still had every opportunity to turn around and get back on track.
No. I don't care if it
At
kills
this
me.
point, Stanley was making a conscious, concerted effort to walk forward and willingly confront his death.
Take me, sweet release of death. Am I just gonna die if I fall down? Oh, only one way to find out. Whee! Oh. I was expecting a splat. Oh, now I get a splat?
emotion, and Stanley was inched closer and closer to his demise, he reflected that his life had been of no consequence whatsoever.
We're gonna get
Stanley
squished.
can't see the bigger picture. He doesn't know the real story, trapped forever in his narrow vision of what this world is. Perhaps his death was of no great loss, like plucking the eyeballs from a blind man.
Oh,
So
don't
he
do that.
resigned and willingly accepted this violent end to his brief and shallow life. Farewell, Stanley.
Can't get me. Can't get me. What?
"Farewell, Stanley," cried the narrator, as Stanley was led helplessly into the enormous metal jaws. In a single visceral instant, Stanley was obliterated, as the machine crushed every bone in his body, killing him instantly.
What? Huh? What? A new narrator? This game's getting even crazier. The Stanley Parable.
And yet it would be just a few minutes before Stanley would restart the game, back in his office, as alive as ever. What exactly did the narrator think he was going to accomplish?
Yeah. What exactly? Ooh, this is cool.
When every path you can walk has been created for you long in advance, death becomes meaningless, making life the same. Do you see now? Do you see that Stanley was already dead from the moment he hit start?
That's my office. Those are the two doors. The two doors are right there. The set of two open doors was the very first concrete piece of the Stanley Parable's design. Once this room was created, the rest of the game emerged as an extension of it. An exploration of the contradiction this room posed. Corridor. The pacing of this corridor section was important to get right. The corridor has been moved and altered to make sure the player reaches the two doors in a good time. The player... This is totally breaking the fourth wall. Office layout. The blueprint shows the office from the beginning of the game. The path from Stanley's office to the two doors was the first part of the game that was built. Sections have been added and altered throughout development, though the core layout remains almost identical to the first iteration. Nature paintings. Stanley's computer. Office computers. Credits. So yep, this is totally just breaking the fourth wall. And there's that stinking narrator. Kevin Brighting. Curse you, Kevin. Curse you! Stanley character skin. Additional voice work. Leslie Staples. 3 female voices. I wonder which one is that other voice I just heard. Button sounds. Selection of the sounds used throughout the game when buttons are pressed. Each sound is a mix of a keyboard stroke and a synthesized tone. The Office. What's this? Oh, this one actually has no label. Huh. Okay. Right or left? Right or left? Let's go left. The Office. Maintenance room. An early version of the maintenance room. So yeah, this is straight up just looking at the development of the game. Now what's this thing? Whoa. Words. Can't see the images because of all this text. If someone could just get rid of the text, maybe then I could see what the game is about. The point of Stanley Parable HD Remix is to lose. Is that the end? Am I really? Is there never going to be an end to this game? Maybe. The point of the Stanley Parable HT Mix is to win. Am I going crazy? Maybe it isn't the same image. Was that clock there before? I don't remember. How do I go back? Can you check for me? What? September 2012. We submitted the Stanley Parable to Greenlight. Valve's process of approving games for Steam. The Greenlight page had only a series of cryptic photos, which were still enough to win the community's approval. These are screenshots of the Stanley Parable HD remix. More endings, fewer endings, more narrators, fewer narrators, more Stanley, and of course, less Stanley. Okay. The lounge. Where do I go? This place is gigantic. What? Oh, that's smoke. I thought I saw something weird. From Alex. Oh, it changed. Ben Steiger, Cedric gloves. Dead, strong, bad. How do you type with boxing gloves on? Ben. What? That's such a gay. Are you gay? What is this? In the format of emails. There's a skeleton inside of you. There are more skeletons in this world than humans. Thanks and goodbye. This is a true statement. How do you make a JRPG? How do you make the worst game ever? What is the difference between a duck? Are you a rock? Narrator emails. After the second trailer we sent out, we asked people to email the narrator for questions. While we had initially planned to use these in further promotional materials, we never found the perfect use for them. Here are a selection of those emails. Plan to say... Oh, it's repeated. Okay. Well, let's go here. What? I hear something. What in the... Oh. Wait, what? Apartment timer. In a previous version of the choice leading to the apartment ending, the timer would give you 15 seconds to pick up the phone. Not picking up the phone would lead to a different ending. Huh. Okay. Cargo lift. The second version is functionally the same as what's in the final game, but we wanted it to look more like a place where cargo was actually stored. Yeah, that looks like some sort of Half-Life 2 facility. Not an office building. The cargo lift was always intended to offer the choice of staying on or jumping to a different path. However, after this early version, we decided we also wanted the option of the player falling to their death. How kind of them. I hate that noise. Maintenance layout. The flow of the hallways following the first two doors was important to get right, since players would replay them so many times. We discussed a number of designs, but ultimately it was the simplest version that won out. Disobey, obey. Event. They're gonna have an event. Huh. Okay. Meeting room. Gosh, this place is gigantic. Huh? What? Huh? Did you see that? There was something behind this. Something was back here. Was it that thing? No. It was behind. Wasn't it? Countdown desk. Oh man, that's creepy. Maybe it was just that thing. I don't know. Oh, that was weird. I'm getting away from that thing. The game is now paused. For a long time, we had an ending that only ended when the player restarted from the escape menu. Unfortunately, very few players realized this is what they were supposed to do, which was frustrating for everyone. Zending them. This was really part of the Zending? The hell? Player would pull a lever, and the narrator would describe what color lever they had pulled. Is that just something I haven't found? This is like a spoiler almost for everything that happens. The version of the ending known as the Zending, which was really cut and merged with the other part. Oh, so it was cut. Okay. So the reason I don't know what this is because it was cut. Zending went through many iterations. This room represents the 4th version of the ending, and we thought it was complete, but decided to abandon and change it again shortly before launch. Okay. Okay, yeah. It was just that thing popping out of the desk. Okay, mystery solved. Freedom ending. It's the freedom ending. It's in beta. There's a freedom ending? How do we get that? I want freedom. Is it real freedom or is it fake freedom? Oh, I don't even know. Monitor elevator. For time, the elevator in the monitor room could go up or down. With freedom above and countdown below. We abandoned this when players found it too difficult to remember what was up and what was down, and placed the two endings together instead. That seems like something that should be easy to memorize, up and down. This is everything I've done. That looks very final. I'm going to go there later. This is the level that William, the level designer, sent Davey, the writer, as a kind of audition piece. The strength of this level got William hired to design the full game. Though much of the environment has changed, the basic layout from this mock-up is still in the game. Huh. Ooh, I looped back around to somewhere I've been. Oh, good. This is my office. This is also my office, but it has 2 monitors. Different versions. Stanley's office. From left to right, the evolution of Stanley's office from over time. The first was created in November 2011, second March 2012, and the third in February 2013. Okay. Okay, so I think I've done all that except for that weird dark room. But there was a... That's new. Warzone. Early in development, we designed an ending where Stanley would end up on a battlefield fighting the aliens. That sounds awesome. The action game would become sentient and would wage war against the narrator. We realized shortly after starting to build it that it was far too jokey and on the nose for the tone of the game. Plus, some people interpreted it as us making fun of people who like shooters, which was not our intention. That sounds like an awesome ending. Alien base? Awesome. It says awesome right there. I told you it was awesome. Man, why'd they have to cut that out? That sounds great. Okay, over here. I didn't go over there. Beep boop. Office clock. Okay. Boss office. Screens from the development of the boss's office. That looks more like a prison cell or something. It's Hannibal Lecter's office right there. Okay, let's go here. Slightly shorter stairs. Another dark room. So there's 2 dark rooms. Employee lounge. Underground. New version of the younger version of the game. Oh boy. Alright, let's go here. Because since that looks like it leads up around. Kevin Brighting, voice of the narrator, recorded dialogue for the entire game, roughly 3 separate times over the 2 years of development. These are clips from early takes that were not used in the final game. It sounds like distant and weird. Okay. Wow, this is strange. Freedom ending. This was the very first occurrence of freedom ending in the game's alpha. How do I get that? Go away. So, I think that's it. Let's take a little once over here just to make sure. Yep. Okay. I've done everything. To exit. Let's see what happens next.
Oh, look at these two. How they wish to destroy one another. How they wish to control one another. How they both wish to be free.
Talking about me and the narrator? The regular narrator? Are you the narrator's narrator? Is that what this is all about? The man behind the man, or in this case, the woman behind the man?
Can you see? Can
No.
you see how much they need one another?
I don't say anything.
No, perhaps not. Sometimes these things cannot be seen.
Can't even move.
But listen to me. You can still save these two. You can stop the program before they both fail. Push escape and press quit. There's no other way to beat this game. As long as you move forward, you'll be walking someone else's path. Stop now and it'll be your only true choice. Whatever you do, choose it.
You want me to quit? No.
Don't let time choose for you. Don't let time
I'm not clicking quit. There's no way the game would actually do that to me. Would it? Wait, do I have to click quit now? Is that it? Am I just stuck on a blank screen until I quit? The game's making me quit? That can't be right. I'm just going to give it a little bit of time here to see if it's really serious. It seems serious. It's acting pretty serious. Okay. Well, I guess I quit. And do I actually click quit or do I click begin the game again? Quit the menu. I'm just going to click begin the game again. What do you think about that?